Happy Winging It Wednesday, guys. How are you?
Good.
Awesome. What the heck are we doing wearing the same clothes? Resurgence. Very nice. So tonight we've got two great special guests, Ariana and Wallow, and they're down in Florida, and they're both foot launchers, and I'm gonna smack my dogs.
That sounded like Eric, though.
No, that wasn't Eric. Sorry to say. Anyway, let's welcome our guests in right away. We've got a lot to talk about and learn about from them. Hi, guys.
Hey.
Hello.
How are you?
You're good.
Awesome.
Good. Welcome to the show. Yeah. So I guess who wants to go first? Where are you from? And how did you get to where you're at right now?
Go ahead.
Like everybody's waiting on her, so she should go first. All right, I'll start. So I had been always kind of fascinated with flying without a vehicle. I've always, like when I was a kid, I always had dreams of like just taking off into the air. And one day when I moved to Central Florida, I saw this guy, like I was like, man, what is that thing? So I followed him. I was driving and I followed him to the field that he was at, and I parked and waited for him to land. And so when he did, I ran up to him. I'm like, dude, what is this? I need this. How do I do this? What is it called? And he's like, I'll tell you what, take my number, and next time we come out, you come with me and you could see everything and I'll explain it all to you and everything. So the guy's name was Tyler Isbell. I don't know if you guys know him, but he was an awesome pilot. He's not out of this. He's out of the sport now, but he kind of introduced me to it. And it took me, how long? Like 6 years?
6 years.
Like 6 years to actually do it. And I told her, that's it. This year, I'm doing it. And I started doing it. I did some skydiving when I was in the Army. And then I just got into it. That's how my flying experience started.
So first off, I want to say thank you for your service, and anybody that's watching, thank you all for your time and your service, keeping us safe. So how long were you in the Army?
So I was in almost 10 years.
10 years. And what did you do?
I was a mechanic. So wheeled vehicle, anything with tires, that's what I worked on.
Okay.
And then I did 2 tours, one in Iraq, one in Afghanistan, and we ran recovery operations. So we would go out with the big convoys, things that got blown up or just broken down. We would either try to fix them or we would tow them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So when did you go to school and where did you go to school?
So I started my training in Orlando in December at Paramotor Orlando with Jonathan Carr and Eric Dufour. And they're great instructors. Their teaching style adjusts from person to person. So some people have like skydiving backgrounds or paragliding. So, they kind of adjust the way their teaching style is, and I loved it. Jonathan's super cool. He's actually one of my best friends now. I talk to him every day. So
Cool. So Tony is out in Las Vegas, and he did some skydiving. He's asking if you had any fun skydives after the Army.
So in the Army, we didn't need an A license. So we kind of just did everything through the Army. But when I got out, I did one tandem with my cousin, and it was pretty lame, but it was fun, but it's not the same. I want to get my A license again. I've never had it, but I want to get it so I can do it myself.
Ariana, would you do that with them?
Probably.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. That's one thing I said to my husband, no.
I won't do it again because the one time I did it, I broke my tailbone on the landing.
Oh
Oof.
wow.
Dang.
Yeah. I went scuba diving with him once.
That I've done. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
cool. All right. So, Wheezy, you got questions?
So what other kind of sports are you into? Is anything other than paramotoring? Extreme sports?
I'm an adrenaline junkie, so I do car racing. So I race cars on a racetrack. We currently have 3 race cars. Between me and her, she's got a faster car than I do, coincidentally.
Woo!
Girl power.
Yeah. So we race cars. I do longboarding, like extreme longboarding, like skateboard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scuba diving. What else? I don't know
That's it.
anything.
Yeah,
So,
that's it.
I got a question. So, do you allow your kids to do these things or do you wrap those?
Oh no, most definitely. So my son, Blaze, he's 7, and he loves to fly. He's in a bunch of Jonathan's videos. He loves to fly. He's learning how to kite. And he also has a one wheel that he rides. He loves extreme sports too.
So, he's going to be like mom and dad for sure.
For sure, yeah.
Cool. Steve?
So, Nick Griffith asked, what do they fly?
So we fly PAPs.
Adam 80 here.
I got a Factory R. So 2 PAPs, Factory R, one Adam 80, and then we fly Everest Cross. She just got her glider, so this is a 21 meter
21-minute Everest.
Everest Cross, fully custom, by the way. Only one in the world like it. It's pretty cool. And then I fly across a 24/7, and I have a Luna 2 23 meter.
Nice. So, Tony wants to know what kind of cars, dirt or asphalt?
So we race all on asphalt. We do quarter mile with her car, circuit racing with my Subaru STI, and then drift with the 240SX.
Nice.
She has an Audi S3 with 500 horsepower, by the way.
Wow. Very nice.
Pretty fast.
Yeah. I had a question and now I forgot. Thanks, Tony. Anyway, I want to quick say hi to everybody that's in the chat right now. We got 34 people in here. We got Tony. We got Rachel. Rachel, you better be resting. You're sick. Daniel Williamson, Nick Griffith, Angela, Kelby. Hey, Kelby. Linda, Paramom, Johanna. She says she's so proud of both of you.
Thank you.
And Joshua Marsh, Angie Drum, you take care of yourself also. Bill H, I think Molly, and Matt Sloper.
Hey, Molly.
Let's see, Acer.
That's our baby. That's Karen.
That's Karen.
Aw.
Hi, Mama.
And let's see. I think we had John Wayne in here at the beginning also. He probably took off on us flying. Yep, geriatric PPG. So thank you guys all for joining us. Travis DuPont, thank you, sir. And if I missed anybody else, Jay Carr, thanks for joining. Karen Up. And Eric, oh, my dogs. Eric was in here, but he had to leave. But thank you all for taking time out Wednesday night to hang out with us. Eli, I'm going to go put the dogs in a timeout. You guys ask a question real quick. I'll be back.
So the thing that's that I'm most interested in is your experience at Orlando and how they taught and your experience there, because I see a lot from them and their students, and they seem like a really great crowd. If you want to get into that a bit.
That'll be you, because I only have like 30 flights, so I don't know much about it. You know.
Only 30.
Yeah, I only got 30. I just finished my school.
So the best thing about Orlando is to me is how they guarantee that you walk away with 25 flights, which that is like, that's crazy. I mean,
that doesn't always happen. I know so many people, they walk away with 1 or 4.
Right. They guarantee 25 before you leave, which is, that says something about their teaching style.
Is the weather better down there usually, or do you still have a hit and miss? Like training in the Midwest, sometimes you can just have bad weeks, and it's like, hey, you better come back if you want 25.
Yeah. So where they're at, it's like the perfect location. It's right near the beach. You barely get any rotor. I mean, as soon as you're 300-400 feet, it's just smooth air. So it can be 10 miles an hour down there, but it's just smooth. So nice. It's kind of like they got the cheat code to paramotoring.
Sometimes, not all the time.
Yeah.
Like after 9 o'clock, 9:30, it start getting heavy. Like
well, the thermals come out.
Yeah.
You can't help that. But I mean, everything else, it's like, yeah, you usually get at least one good opportunity. Even if it lasts half an hour, it's usually at least once a day.
So Ariana, how was like your learning experience? How did you feel about it? Like when you're progressing up to taking your first flight?
Well, after my first flight, actually, I love my first flight. I was not scared at all. And my landing was like amazing. I loved it. But after the second one, which one was that I flew? The Paramotor, the one that I did.
The Rebo?
The Rebo. I flew the Rebo for the first time. And that one has like so much powers. I didn't like it. It was too much for me. And then after that one, I went back like when Jonathan came back from Egypt. I already had my own motor, which was the Adam 80. So I continued my training with that one. So which it was like very smooth. It was like perfect for me.
So your first one was on the air conception
yes.
revolution? How was
the first flight was on a Nitro.
On the Nitro.
And then he sold that unit and he had a brand new Revo. Yeah.
So just way too much thrust for what you needed?
Yes. It was.
How was the weight on it? How was the weight on the back?
The weight? No, it wasn't that bad. It was good. It felt like a little bit heavier than mine, I think, than the Adam 80.
Than the Adam?
Yeah.
Well, I think we put both of them on the scale. And I want to say that Adam was maybe 3 pounds heavier or 4 pounds heavier than the Revo. Yeah, which is crazy. I mean, I know mine is fat boy. It is heavy.
So like after the second, third flights with my Adam 80, it was great. Nothing makes sense until I did like 15 flights. I was scared until then. I was so scared. Like every time, I was so nervous in the morning when I put on my motor on and everything. When I took off, everything was perfect. But the time that I'm getting ready, that's what made me nervous.
That's exactly how I feel, even to this day. And I've got about, I don't know, close to 50.
Yeah. So
yeah, I understand that, the same thing. Butterflies until then.
Yes, I still get that. I got 30 flights and I'm comfortable when I'm up on the air. I put my motor and everything, but when I'm ready to when he say chest, run, that's it. I'm like, oh shit, I'm scared. So, but then I still do it, and as soon as I get off the ground, I feel great.
Resurgence PPG says, how did we know Ariana would be a good fit for Resurgence? She drank my Long Island iced tea right after she met me.
Nice.
That's true.
I did. I actually did. I was thirsty. I didn't have nothing else to drink.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Just like Kelby Cox steals all my cigarettes, and you got to go after Todd's liquor.
Yes.
That previous question was, do they use a tow machine at the school there in Orlando?
Yes. Yeah.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
So how'd you like that?
For me, it was
The
good.
toe?
The toe, yeah. For
So-
me,
She had a slight malfunction.
oh,
I think it was the second
the
time.
second time I went up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tow cable broke, but she handled it like a boss. She just pulled pressure, like she dove, pulled pressure, and landed no problem.
But I screamed like a little girl. But then after that, I took control.
Okay, I got a question. One of the videos, and I'll try to show some of your videos that you sent me. I'm assuming it's your first foot launch tandem that you went up in. Was that the first time you left Earth?
Oh, foot launch? Yes.
Yeah. And you kept running and running and running, and the person that had to grab your legs, like, stop
Yes.
running.
He told me, all you do is just run. So that's what I did.
She's 30 feet up in the air, and she's still running, and he takes his legs around her, like, stop.
He told me, don't stop running. So I did it.
Oh, I laughed at that one. I thought that was cute because I knew exactly I did the same thing, I think. So speaking of that, let's go to the share screen and see if we can share some of the pictures that you guys sent. So who's this?
That's Karen. That's her daughter.
Okay.
That
Is
was
this-
her first time on a tandem. She doesn't like to do anything that we like. She's almost 15, so you know she's supportive, but she's like, no, I'm good. I'll just chill. But we convinced her finally, and she went up on it. She loved it.
Oh, cool. All right. Oh, geez. No, it's not gonna. Are you kidding? Okay, we're gonna hold off on that. All right. I do want to make one, actually two announcements. First off, for my birthday, I woke up one day this past week, and when you join in on Facebook, there is the week of your birthday, you can do a fundraiser. And I decided I was going to do a fundraiser for Resurgence PPG. And if you either go to my Facebook page, Jade Lear, you can go to that. And within the first hour, they have a set amount of $200. And within an hour, I was over that $200. And my goal is I'm hoping maybe to get to 500. So I know that Resurgence PPG, Todd is watching, and let's help the group out. And this is the Facebook URL you can go to if you need that. Otherwise, just go to my page and you'll see it on there. Also, a couple weeks ago, I was sad to say that there was a Resurgence soldier that was in an accident, and this did not come up right. But if you can go to Todd Scandron's page, and it was in reference to Kelsey and Cameron. They were involved in an accident, and they're in dire need of some extra funding, and we're hoping that we can have you guys help out in any way possible. There's GoFundMes that are out there, so please help these wonderful people out. I can read a little bit to you. They both have yet to go home. They are still in the hospital with surgeries and rehab as their near-term future. Realize that both were airlifted to the local level 1 trauma centers in separate helicopters. ICU costs, surgeries, and more than a month of hospitals is an incredible burden to bear, regardless of having medical insurance. Please help support this beautiful couple. Let's not let this terrible situation be an even greater burden than it already is. So please help this young couple out. So, all right. Anyway, let's see. Questions in the chat. Questions on my group. Oh boy.
Apparently,
Do
you
you
know this
understand
person.
how big is your helmet?
this is like my brother. we were in the army together. We went to 2 wars together. That was my buddy. Anybody that I would trust with my life, it would be him. So it's huge, bro. It's
Extra large.
I don't even think they make that size in regular circulation. This is a custom made. Thanks, bro. Thanks.
So do you wear your army helmet while you're in the air?
I'm gonna start wearing a Kevlar. Yeah.
All right.
Vladdy,
It's scary to land. Huh? I'm sorry.
we had someone that asked, have you ever felt afraid to land?
Hell yeah. Especially when you come in really fast.
Right.
Wait till you try your new
I
glider.
crashed a couple of times, so like I landed on my knees. So woof,
Hey,
not fun.
okay.
Yeah, I had some bad ones last week.
Yeah, I've had a couple of rough takeoffs.
I had last weekend I had a 1 mile an hour face plant. I was literally doing about half a mile an hour. I was foot dragging, and there was like some tall grass where they had cut a portion of the airfield, and I was foot dragging, and I just started slowing down, and I'm like, man, I'm going really slow. So I tried to power, and it just started hitting all the weeds, and I'm like, I'll just lay right here. John just said it was hilarious because I was like, just softly.
Like slow mo.
Yeah, it was like slow motion. It was hilarious.
So, do you guys live in Florida?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah,
Do-
live in Central Florida.
Okay.
So Ariana, tell us about your background then. How did you get into the Navy and when did you go in?
Well,
Where
my
did you go?
background. Well, basically, when I came, a little bit about myself. When I came here to the United States, I was 11 years old. My mom brought us, my brothers and sister all together. I went to high school in New York City. Then when I graduated, I took almost a whole year off. I got a job. And then after that, 9/11 happened. And then I decided that I needed to defend my country. So I joined the military in 2002. And I was an aviation mechanic for Super Hornet F-18s. And then after that, I was stationed squadron. I was stationed in a squadron, and then the squadron were attached to the aircraft carrier, which it was the Nimitz, and that one is stationed in San Diego. Then I left California in 2005, and I went to Virginia in basically almost September of 2005. Then I was stationed in the USS Enterprise. We also did another deployment there. So after 2 years from being there, I went to another squadron in Norfolk, Virginia, which was BFA 106. Then I came to basically Jacksonville. And then after that, I got out from
So how
active duty. Yeah.
So how did you two meet?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think we should talk about that here.
Yeah. So we actually, when we got out of the military, we both got a job at the VA, and we were both working at the VA in EMS, just kind of like cleaning toilets and stuff, picking
That's
up trash.
how we started.
Yeah. And then we moved into the linen room where we were kind of like distributing linen and
Oh, I know where this is going.
Yeah.
No, nothing like that.
You know
But
what?
we were friends.
I like
we were
I
actually-
like folding clothes, but I also like folding clothes with people still in them too.
Yeah. No, actually, we didn't even start dating
Dating, yeah.
until about a year and a half of just being friends. And then one night it just changed. And you know, we were, I don't know, I guess inseparable ever since. And
Cool.
so
Yeah.
now we've been together 6 years.
Yep.
Yeah,
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
That wasn't that bad.
I am thoroughly gruntled.
We kept a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, we kept how we started dating out.
Oh, okay.
So if you guys want to hop on the
Our
after
our
show,
daughter's
and
in the
hear
chat
unfettered
box.
version.
Oh.
So yeah.
So Deborah says, Ariana, you're an inspiration to us all.
Thank you.
That's Debbie. That's Debbie. That's the homie Debbie.
So do you guys use any apps? Did Orlando teach you to use any apps or any
I
tips and
use for tracking my flights. She hasn't got there yet.
I do.
Oh, you do?
Well, I haven't tracked any flight because I haven't flown on my own since I graduated. However, I watched one of your shows and you were talking about what you use. So what I did, I went up and uploaded, which is a wing finder and PPG flyer.
Yep.
That's what I have on my phone right now. I haven't used it yet, but I will.
I use PPG Flyer and Gaggle.
I want to try that one.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's the animation is really cool. If you watch your flights, it's really cool.
Yep. I use the PPG flyer, and that's how I tracked like with my 25 flights, and then up to like 125, and then after that, I kind of started giving up because I was forgetting to. I think around 125, it was freezing cold out, and I forgot to hit the button on my phone and to take my glove back off. I thought, oh, screw it, I'm just gonna take a flight. But yeah, I do have that Gaggle on here.
I use Windy and Bumble.
Bumble?
Which one is that one?
He said Bumble.
Bumble?
Isn't that a dating app?
I don't know about that one.
Wind
You
finder
gotta
and
stow your
Tinder.
brakes, and you gotta be swiping while you're flying.
There you go. It's hilarious.
So Gladys, who's at Aviator, she says, "Come down to Lake Wales and fly with us."
I actually went there not too long ago. Eric Farewell invited me, and I demoed some wings. I met a couple of your instructors. Cool people. I like it down there at Aviator. Eric's a great guy. He hooked me
Yes,
up at
he
Bad
is.
Apples. But yeah, if you invite us, trust me, we'll come down.
I don't think
So you guys were at Bad Apples?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we were there. I had a good
I was
time.
on the ground that time. But next year, I'm going to be up on the air.
For Dragon the Pond.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Steve.
What? This isn't about them.
Let's see. Fun fact. I didn't read it. So wait. Fun fact. What?
Does not have any brakes installed on his vehicle.
That's Willie.
Willie?
So that's my buddy Willie. We grew up together. I've known him since I was probably like 8 years old, and we used to talk about racing. And every time we would play Gran Turismo on the first PlayStation, I never used brakes, so I would hit everybody in the corners. And it's been a running joke that they said you're just gonna uninstall brakes in all your race cars. So
Nice.
yeah.
Well, this one goes back to Hot Buttered Steve. You're too pretty for that.
Right.
All
So
right.
Ariana, I don't think we've talked about yet, but talk about how you got your Resurgence sponsorship and what that was like.
Everything about the Resurgence, I owe it to my husband. Like 2 weeks before bad apples happened, he nominated me to be he filled out an application. I didn't know what he was doing. I just provided information that he asked me. And he was like, well, you know what? Let's apply for this. You never know if you get picked or not. I was like, bro, I never get picked for shit. So,
Me neither.
but guess what? When we got there, we were talking with Todd, and he recognized us right away. Oh, so you are Will and Ariana from Apopka, Orlando. We were like, yeah. So I'm asking myself, how do you know this? And then that's when he explained that he submitted the application. He put all my qualification, disability, and stuff like that. Because with my disabilities, I have, back problems. I get migraines. So sometimes I'll be able to fly. Sometimes I won't be able to because I'll be in bed. And he was like, actually, we were thinking about picking you for our next Resurgence. I was like, oh, fuck.
Hey, this is
I was not expecting that. So now, basically, because he kept asking me, Ariana, you need to come fly with us. You need to go to school. You need to do this and learn how to do it. I was like, no, bro, we don't got no money for this. So now I feel like I have to do it for my fellow, veterans.
Yeah, you do. Otherwise,
Yes.
we're going to come down there.
And I
Yes,
am proud that I was able to do this. I want to become like a motivation for all those female veterans out there to stop being afraid and, come give it a shot to it. It's going to be great. It is great for me. I'm always anxious. I'm always nervous. I'm always I have too much anxiety. But now that I'm flying, and that day when I got stuck up in the air because I didn't know how to get down, basically, I was just thinking, this is beautiful. And it's just you, the air, the sky, and God. That's the way I see it. So I think somebody else needs another opportunity to do this as well. Another female or male, whoever deserves to be up there right now. So
Good for you.
yeah.
I'm glad you accepted it. So
Yeah.
I'm glad they chose it.
I was kind of scared, but I did it. So I'm proud of myself as well. So
Yes.
Do you have anything else to share about with Orlando Paramotor and doing it for the first time and all the lead up to your first flight?
everything, honestly, or Jonathan, he's great. He's like an angel in your ear, basically. Every instruction that he gives you, his voice is so calm, it helps you to listen, to follow the instruction. So it helped me a lot. Sometimes I get confused with my right, left. I'm like, oh, my other right. But he understood that, I expect him to get mad at me because sometimes I'll be like, oh, the right or the left. No, he was so nice. He's like, Ariana, just listen, calm down, just listen to my voice, do this, do that. And I did it. He is a great instructor. He's amazing.
Nice.
Well, sounds like he is. Sounds like he figured you out. And
Yes, he's
Yep.
very patient, and I love that. And I keep telling him, even not to now, I tell him you know what? I'm really happy that you were the one training me. I felt so comfortable. I trusted you with my life, going up there, not knowing what I'm doing, and I was just doing what you told me to do. So it ended up being great.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So how many weeks were you there then?
Well, we were going there on the weekends. The first time we went there for 1 day or 2 days.
Mhm.
And then I went back another weekend, and that's when I had my first flight, I think at 3 days.
Yeah.
And that's when Todd surprised me being there. I was so happy to see him. It's like I was seeing my dad. So I was like, oh my God, you're here.
He's gonna whoop your ass for that.
Well, so I was so happy to see him because I know he wanted to be involved, but I'm the kind, like, to be honest, I'm not a good person communicating with others. Like, I'm kind of like, I try to keep stuff to myself, and I share whatever, but not everything. And I'm trying my best to communicate with others just to make it better. And he was there. I was so happy. Like, it was amazing to see him there. Like, he was supporting me. Like, I was like, oh my God, this is so great. He flew here just to see me flying.
Yeah,
And I didn't even know that he was there, because if I knew he were there, I probably would have messed up my flight. So it came out great.
He was spying on us for 2 days. I kind of messaged him, kind of incognito behind her back, and was like, hey, this is how it's going. This is, everything that's going on and stuff like that. So
he
Ariana,
communicated with him more than I did.
yeah.
look at the screen, Ariana.
I told you, am I really that old?
And now for a commercial break.
Well, I call Todd Daddy sometimes.
Oh my God.
We all do. For different reasons.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else? Anything, any flights that you remember that were like amazing? Any flights that you remember that were like your scariest?
Well, for me, the amazing one was my first flight. And the one that I was really scared was the second one with, once again,
With the Revo?
with the Revo, because there was so much power on it, and I was kind of like the end point. I was oscillating or something like that.
Yeah.
So, and I was going like side to side. I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna die. So.
But she kept her cool.
I
She was just like, I told her, look, whenever you go in the air, these things, they want to fly. You don't just fall. So she said she just kept repeating that in her head, and she did what she did. She just piloted it. That's it. You fly it.
Because I knew he would never make me do something that is, that was gonna harm me, or Jonathan would have put me in a situation where I was gonna get harmed. So I just trusted Jonathan. I trusted the equipment and my husband. So I was just like, you know what, just do it, follow the instruction, and don't freak out, and you'll be all right.
Good.
Tony wants to know if you fly with reserves.
I do. I actually just installed mine because I guess now is the time for it. She doesn't yet, but I have a suspicion that she will be shortly. Everybody says she's going to be a better pilot than me, so.
I know. Let's see, man. Just let me get there.
That's right. Go at your own pace.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to try these pictures, but they're not working the best here. So I'm going to have to.
Who's that? Oh.
You're going to see my whole screen here. So I'm going to pull them up one by one here. So who's this?
No clue. Can't see.
Oh, you can't see it. Dang it. What the heck?
It's really small.
Tiny.
Yeah.
Tiny.
Tiny. No, I'm saying it's tiny.
Oh, it is tiny.
It's not working. Never mind. I'll keep trying here. Okay, carry on. Kelby's getting kicked out of Resurgence because he's agreeing that Todd is old. Kelby says you can't replace me.
Dee Alderson says, hey, Ariana, can you call me sometime?
Yeah, bro. I'll give you a call later.
After I die, I told you got to wait after I die.
Guys, got any other questions? Oh, let's talk about Wallow. You said you are starting to learn acro.
Little bit, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
We can only go so far without having a reserve. So,
Right.
I'm learning.
Baby step.
Just weight distribution, management, kind of feeling the weight distribution, with a little bit of brake input. So the way Jonathan likes to teach is, if you can do everything on an A glider that looks really good on a hot wing, that's when you move up. You don't use a wing to compensate for your skills.
Right.
So I'm getting there. He's starting to teach me his tricks, which is more like hovering, kind of like in a little bit higher wind where you're doing, a foot off the ground and you're just sitting there. Spot landings, foot dragging, things like that. So
Yeah, everybody says, if you want to learn that stuff, do it on an A or B wing because you have to work for it. It's not like
Right.
you can pull a string and then it'll
Right.
do whatever you want. And lately I've been messing around while I'm up there and I can tell. So I'm on the middle of a weight range on a low B glider and I can just pull the heck out of something. And unless I'm doing something correctly, it's not going to do anything.
Right.
You really have to work and shift and do it the correct way.
So Tony's asking, do you fly high or low? Any preference on either one of you?
So her first kind of little cross country after
It
she
was
finished,
really high.
she
I went all the way to heaven.
so we left the training ground and we were kind of headed down, like kind of like the beach area, and so I was like, look, when we get up there, just follow me. So she's like, okay.
I tried, man. You were too fast.
So I had trimmed in because I knew she was on an A, bigger glider. And so I'm looking around and I'm like, man, I don't see her. Where is she? So I turned around and as I turned around, I'm looking for her and I still don't see her. And I look up and she's about 1,500 feet above me. And I was about 1,000. So I had to, fly up there and get her and like, hey, where are you going? Like, why are you, get out of the stratosphere, get down, So I don't know what she likes to do yet.
That I like to be all the way up there because I was just sitting there basically. I couldn't move. I tried to turn, I couldn't. I tried to go down, I couldn't. So
She was just stuck,
I was
holding
just stuck
power.
basically, but I was still hitting my power. If I would have let it go, maybe I would have go down a little bit. But I liked it though. I loved it because everything from up there looks so beautiful that I was amazed. I was like, oh my God, this is beautiful. I want to keep doing this.
I know pictures, when you take a picture and you come down and you show it to everybody, it just doesn't do justice, does it, with what you just saw up there?
It's so beautiful. And then like if I fly, I haven't flown low yet because I don't have enough experience. But when I get there, I will let you know, bro.
Okay, Deborah wants to know if you would ever fly in Miami.
No, chica, tú estás loca. Me van a tirar un tiro por ahí.
Nope. They're gonna shoot his ass.
Yeah, that's basic translation. No. Hell no, they're gonna shoot me.
Okay.
Yeah, they think I'm a UFO. Nah, I'm good.
Okay, there we go. That's the one I was going to grab. Steve is
You wanna read
asking.
that one?
Yeah. So you said you fly Everest gliders, the Cross.
Yeah.
I haven't heard much about them at all ever.
So
do you have anything to say about them?
So they're the original manufacturer is out of the country, is Seoul. Seoul Glide.
Okay.
Yeah. So because they don't manufacture in the United States, over here they're Everest.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, so they're soul gliders.
Are any of them single skin?
I haven't seen one, but
Okay.
I learned on their Everest Oxygen, and then we went to the Cross, and I liked it so much that I was like, "Hey, this is what you need." Also, the other thing is their wings are a lot. They're just very affordable, and they were one of the only, not I wouldn't say only, but they're one of the manufacturers that were like willing to work with me as far as building her a custom glider with the colors that I wanted, and the design and everything. I wish we had a picture of it, because that would be great if you were able to pull it up, but it's
How much is like a medium-sized cross? I'm showing like 3,000 euros on their website.
Yeah. I know. Well, Jonathan kind of helped us out with it, but yeah. I mean, I know. One of the glider. I know like BGD is about 4,200 for the Luna, and then I know Ozone is about 42 and some change for the what was that? The Spider 3. So there's around that range, but I think her glider was somewhere around 31 or 32.
Ooh, that's a good price. Yeah, prices on wings have been skyrocketing this past year. Bad, like really bad.
And they made a fully custom glider. I mean, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
Okay, I'm gonna try to hit share again. Do you see a dog?
Yeah, that's Mimi. That's our baby.
Okay, now let's see if I can.
She's there sleeping. Oh yeah, she's sleeping.
Let's see if I can try to. I'm gonna have to go through these one by one.
Rafi's there too. Is that Rafi?
Wu-Tang, that's Rafi. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is a wada?
It's a guy who knows how to fold some clothes.
I'll fold the hell out of some clothes.
And this one. Deweese and I snuck in this one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we did, didn't we?
So I apologize. I have to go through each one of these. Let me go down to the videos here.
Let's see.
While she's looking at that, did you want to go back to when you guys first met?
Do you really want to hear the whole story? I don't think you want to do that.
I think I do. I got my popcorn, my microwave right here.
Okay, this is, I think, the favorite one of mine here. Can you guys see the video? You ready?
Yeah.
What is that?
Oh, come on. Are you kidding? It's not going to play. Ah!
Oh, I guess Jonathan just texted me. He said she was more around 3,400 feet.
Oh.
That's crazy. You were going to Mars, man.
It just felt great. That's all.
I hear it.
There we go.
Yeah.
Just keep running.
She's That's funny.
Hey, my defense, he say keep running. That's all I know.
Yep, we did.
Still running.
He ran forever.
Hey, we took off like 10 minutes ago. Why are you still running?
Dang. Treadmill in the sky.
I know.
I got to get my steps in. I know I'm flying.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was a good one.
Yeah,
Wait, was that you?
that was me.
Oh, that was. Oh,
No, that was him.
I was like, man, you're on that throttle.
I got something better than that, bro.
Oh, let's do it.
Oh, wait, we got to kill him with cuteness here on this one.
Oh
Aw.
yeah, that's Blazy.
Throw the wall. Step back quick. Good. Just throw the nice wall. See that big thing? So hands up. Pull right. Good. All right, you ready, Blaze? Hands up. And bring it up. Good. Put it right. Hands up. Good. Very nice, Blaze. You see that? Right hand up. Keep that left. Hands up, hands up. Just pulled a little bit too much. Ready? Hands up. And bring it up. Good. Walk backwards. Good. Let it fly.
Wow, he's a natural.
Oh yeah.
Good. Stop. One more.
And how old is he?
7.
Wow.
It's great.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what else I got here. Sorry, I'm doing this the hard way here. What was that?
When you're ready.
There you go.
Whew.
Absolutely perfect, Ariana. Very, very nice.
That's so cool.
That is a tasty burger.
Yeah.
It would be better. It would be better if I wouldn't taste it at the beginning because it's nerve-wracking.
I get like that until I clip in. When I clip in, I'm ready to rock.
Oh, this is a good one.
Power, 30%. Keep going. Release. Pressure. That's my girl. That's how we do it.
Awesome.
Have you had to do much no-win launches yet?
Myself, I think
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, Jonathan was teaching me how to do 20% while I was like getting ready to take off, basically.
Like 20%, what do you mean?
Like throttle 20%.
Throttle.
Yeah.
Oh, what about
Yeah.
0-win launches?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
she's talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was no win at all, so I just hit 20 while I was like, I don't know. He told me basically this is what he told me. It's like do 20. First of all, I warm it up, trying to make some wind behind me, and then 20 while I was running, and then 30 and going all the way up.
Okay, so as you're inflating, you're doing 20.
Yeah.
And then once it gets up, you check it, whatever's in your... Okay, I got you.
I didn't check anything. I just felt it like this.
Yeah,
and
a lot of times you don't have
took
to.
off. Not there yet. I don't know.
I know there's a lot of people that really hate their no-win when you're foot launching.
That's majority what we do here in Central Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got to do that in Nebraska because if it's reversible up here, the air is going to be real bad,
Right.
which sometimes we'll just deal with.
So a question in the chat. Would you rather race or fly? I would say probably both, huh?
Both, yeah. I like
That's-
racing too.
That's Rafi.
Yeah.
So, bro, I love racing. This is just so much easier, and it's lighter on the pocket.
Racing is a lot of money.
Yeah, racing is
Yeah.
it just takes a lot of toll on your car and tires and brakes and fluids and clutch and turbos and blowing stuff up and
And spinning all the way around.
yeah. It's funny. We have a funny story about racing actually.
Is that my proposal?
Yeah. So the way I proposed to her was on a racetrack.
What the hell?
Really?
We're on
Wow.
a racetrack in my Lotus, and we had done it a couple of times. And so what we did was we had the whole family there, and she didn't know. And we had them in the stands with signs. So what I was gonna do was I was gonna come in, I was gonna break, and they shut the racetrack off for me. This was already planned and everything. So what I did was like, hey, there's something wrong with the car. There's something wrong with the car. So she got out with the fire extinguisher, and I was like, look. I was like, look under there. There's fire. There's fire. So she went to spray, and she turned around, and I was just like there. And then we had our family hold up signs in the stands that said, "Will you marry me?" So I proposed to her on the racetrack.
I didn't say yes.
No, the first thing she said.
You want to know what I said?
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say, what the fuck?
That's exactly what I figured you were gonna say.
Yeah. You scared the heck out of me just to do this? No.
Hey, Wallow, if you feel like you're ever not appreciated, I'll appreciate you. Saying.
Oh, that's cool.
Knowing that your car is on fire is not funny at all. I'm sorry.
So they say you've got one paramotor and you've got like 5 race cars. They're just starting though. Come on, give them some time.
There's some time. We'll have 5 paramotors too.
Right.
That's a lot of money to have 5. We need to be rich. We don't have that much money.
We'll accumulate them. Don't worry about it. I'll build one with a turbo, Rafi, if that suits you.
Lord. Okay, here's a question. Steve?
Well, I used to do adult films.
Yes.
I do. You know what I really want to do? I want to buy land. That way we can have a place where we can take off and we don't have to keep searching for places. That's one thing that I really want to do.
Yeah, you guys are lucky because you're like, in the place where there's like a bunch of place to fly. But here in Central Florida is like, it's so hard. That's that's the only thing about it is like we have to search, and then we get a good LZ, and then somebody comes and messes it up, or but
yeah, I drive 50 minutes to my place every time, but I also live right next to my school, and there's always 10 people flying on a night, so it's like, why would I not want to drive an extra half hour to hang out with them?
Right. Yeah.
So we actually, hey, you guys could actually come up during the winter. You could fly with us during the winter. We fly off of our lake.
She hates the cold, but I'll be happy.
If I have thermal like this, I'll be all right.
There's usually, I only hit one thermal this past winter, and it kind of scared me, but I think it was more because I was flying over the ice, and I don't know if it was more of like the turbulence from a tree, the trees along the bank, but I was not really that close to them, so I kind of felt I had my brakes parked. All of a sudden, my wing went like this and kind of scared the crap out of me. I was like,
you didn't hit a thermal; you were wearing thermals.
I think I was wearing it. Yeah, it threw me out of it. But flying over the ice, so yeah, we were trying to do a better than Tucker Who video and fly to the bar. And
Right.
I landed on a snowmobile trail.
Oh, no.
And no, everything was fine. And then we left. We had a soda and we left, and my tires kind of got stuck because I fly a trike, and I got stuck in the snow a little bit, and too much pressure on my hoop, and I broke my first prop.
Oh.
So of course my husband's up, and I'm radioing him. He's like, just reset. I'm like, I can't. I'm missing about 3 inches of my prop. So he had to go back home about 2 miles to go get the trailer, but he laughed because he's like, you always said you were never going to break a prop.
I've broken quite a few of them.
I haven't told her yet.
Yeah, we're trying to fix, somebody got blocked in here by accident, so we're trying to fix this. So We apologize for that. Let's see.
No, show the bloody.
You guys got any other questions in here? I do. Any other family that fly or want to fly? And what does your family think of you two crazy people now?
That's a big negative. The first time I told my dad I'm flying, he told me, "What? You have a broom to fly like a witch?" That's what he said to me. Literally, I was like, "Damn, Daddy, what's going on, man? Educate yourself a little bit more." But no, I'll be all right. That's what he told me. No, but my family doesn't believe in that. My family, I don't know how will you put that in perspective. Like, they don't like to do stuff like that. They just scared. They don't want to go over their boundaries or anything. I don't know.
Yeah, out of their
comfort zone. They don't want to do that. So out of my whole family, we are 7 kids basically. So we are 3 girls and the rest of them boys. So I'm the crazy one in the family, and I am the youngest one too. So
Okay.
no, my family think I'm crazy basically.
I think you're crazy.
Yeah, but you're crazy.
Sometimes I think I'm crazy too.
Yeah, my family, they all expect it. They're like, he's crazy. Don't worry about it. It's
So does her family think you're
so
nuts for letting their daughter do that?
no.
They're like,
No.
they're like, she's crazy.
Yeah, Karen, she would love to do that as long as she doesn't get hot or sweaty. If she
There we
feels
go.
sweaty and hot, she's like, nope, that's not for me.
Rafi says she is crazy.
I'm not crazy, Rafi.
Can you go back to that last one from Moses?
Yep. Here we go.
Yeah. So he said, this is something that we had talked about. She had it up on the screen.
Oh,
Yeah. This is something we had talked about because he took his boat to the Bahamas. And I said, man, from Key Biscayne. So it's only 54 miles. And I'm like, dude, I could probably do that on paramotor. I said, I would probably need a chase boat. I don't know. We need to figure out the logistics, but we kind of decided against it because he said it's crazy windy on the way.
Yeah.
So we're probably just going to boat there and then fly in the Bahamas.
Minnie, you okay?
Nice.
Yeah.
I tell him I'm not ready for that yet, so I'm still scared, so I need to take my time. So
Right.
I can be flying over water right now.
Yep. All right. I didn't get a chance to ask you if my co-hosts are interested also in doing a after show. We can have a couple people join us in an after show that's not recorded.
And we're going to get to hear about how they really met.
Oh, yes, you can.
So if anybody's interested, I will put the link into the comments. And you guys can join in. And otherwise, anybody else got any questions? Great couple. I'm glad that we were able to connect and got you guys on the show. Thank you for taking time to hang out with us tonight.
Definitely. It's been a pleasure. We love it.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Can't wait to meet you in person. That's for sure.
Just to let you know, I've been watching your show since the beginning.
Really?
I'm at work. I'm just listening to you while I'm calling patients.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So we will have to invite you to our weekend, a little Friday night or Saturday night parties, or if you guys are home.
Definitely.
You guys sound like you have more of a life than some of us that just
She met me in person, though, and she said I had a very nice feminine figure at the time.
Were you wearing my line of clothes?
Yeah,
I might have had the leggings on.
Yeah, he had the
pink
pink leggings. No,
Yeah.
the pink leggings, yeah.
I was really worried about the bulge with those things, but I'm not very well endowed, so it wasn't a problem.
Nice. All right. So we're gonna. Hey, I guess one thing. Are you guys on social media? Should I ask that
Yes.
before we go? Where can people find you?
Facebook,
So
Instagram.
yeah, so I'm at Wallow Season on Instagram, and then just William Cardenas on Facebook. I'm on
Okay.
on Paramotor and stuff. So you'll
For
see.
myself would be Eridania Gomez Torres. So the same as Facebook everywhere.
What are you on Instagram?
And Instagram the
Is it
same.
the same? Okay. well,
I forget everything, so I have to use the same thing for everything. So
Yeah, I know you guys can check out their cool cars. They've got those on Facebook. I've kind of been checking those out.
yeah.
yeah,
And the puppy.
that's Mimi. That's our baby.
Aw.
She's a pain in the butt sometimes.
All right, Deweese, where can we find you with any new videos?
YouTube at Deweese Milstead, and then Facebook is Deweese Milstead, and then Instagram, same thing, and TikTok, Wheezy RN.
Okay. And Hot Buttered Steve?
OnlyFans
Right here.
listed as foot fans. Yeah.
And
Got to
you hit
make that money because $20 is $20.
Yep, that's right.
today? Steve, did I see you hit a milestone of how many friends?
Oh, on Facebook?
I thought maybe that was on YouTube.
Oh, no. I lost subscribers with my last video.
Oh, with the dress.
Yeah. That's how you
That
know
was
it's real.
awesome. That shit
I
was awesome.
thought it was hilarious with the chapstick. I loved it. I was
Yep.
like,
Oh,
I don't think-
there's a different one out.
Will you fuck me?
Probably lost your
Um,
mom.
I'll send it to you.
yeah. I was like, nobody. Why does nobody get it? I don't get it.
Oh, they do. There's just some that don't, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Because the Facebook moderators have my back.
It was great.
All right, guys. And you can find me at either Jade Lear on Facebook, Flying Flamingo on Instagram. I don't post too much on there lately. I haven't been flying. Oh, I did take a tandem learning flight this last Saturday with my husband.
Nice.
Because I've been grounded since I've had surgery on June 7th.
How you been doing about that?
It sucks. It's terrible.
Well, you're going to stay grounded with that attitude.
I know. I'm having a hard time bending the knee, so I'm trying to get it to 100 degrees before August 12th when I go back to the surgeon, because otherwise he's going to knock me out and bend it for me.
Oh no,
And yeah,
You won't like that.
I know.
that's gonna hurt.
I know. So I'm trying to get on an exercise bike. I wrap a belt around my foot and try to bend it. And Deweese was here a week and a half yelling at me. And but anyway, I was on the front of that, and I was able to kind of put my heel on the foot pedal a little bit. So, but anyway, I
Is
want
Angela
to.
still on here?
I hope so. Did you want to say something to them, Deweese?
Yeah, I want her to get on here on the after show.
Okay. All right. So anyway, have a good week and continue to fly safe, everybody.
Hold on. If we don't see you on the air, we'll see you in the air.
In the air, yep.
Good night, everybody. Fly safe.
Toodles.
Bye, everybody.
I wanna get high on you, caught by surprise by you. Want you to make my heart feel as much as I know it should. I wanna get high on you, caught by surprise by you. Want you to make